Charles Davis.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Denver Broncos. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. Now it's Wilson. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. This is Brown on the carry. Look at the spin. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run right there, but you have to believe he was dreaming about this last night in his hotel room before this one, thinking, hey, first time I touch it, let's go for some big yardage and set a tone. That's exactly what he got done.
Escaping the pressure right. 20! And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now it's Brown. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it here with Brown. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Detroit! Detroit! Back that up!
They'll look to throw here. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
All right, here we go.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Yeah, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. The numbers for him from a week ago, and you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
Nice 24.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now it's Wilson. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
He'll look to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. 34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They'll pick up another 1st down with that run.
Forced out to his left. The ball comes out. The Broncos say they have it. They do. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the 1st quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Brown, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Steps away. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Flushed out right. And Ingram hauls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. And they're on the move as they face a 2nd down here. Back to throw here. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Looking to throw. They're able to locate Wilson. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Back to throw now on first down. And he finds Tyler Croft. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now back to throw. His pass caught with the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos are in for 6. Now he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ballgame or into the lead.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Elliott good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. He swallowed him up. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wilson. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your...
This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there for L.A. 61 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. They're going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this again?
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So they jumped on. Left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Gone!
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The Broncos in the hurry-up try to get to their positions and get set quickly. On play action, they'll throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Torn back across his body. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The Broncos on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
They'll drop to throw. And that's complete to Croft. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Gone!
He'll look to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. And coming out now, the Broncos. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early.
False start, offense.
So that'll back them up 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run. This is Brown. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Marquette King now. He's been terrific so far. Fielded just inside the 20. So we've come to halftime. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Here's Cooks on the return. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to roam now. And avoids the contact by sliding. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Dancing to his left. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams add on to their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
We got three, fellas, we got three. Hurry up, here we go.
They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And the Rams getting set to go now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared.
And got his man complete. A huge play that time for the Rams. 46 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Bell so light on his feet. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They go play action here on first down. Looking for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. reaction because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the ref makes a call, no touchdown there, wipe it off the board. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. His throw incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 15. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Hope. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw here. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
He'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now he'll throw deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, Finally, someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Eagle.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Looking deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
No, check, Patriot! Here we go now.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Not much there, maybe a couple, as he's taken down at the 40.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And the grab by Croft. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
Well, it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Eagle.
They'll set up a throw. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. He's got a man. Complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Back to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the 4th. A big play coming now for the Rams as they'll go for 2. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now it's Wilson. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't it?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He's going to let this. That's caught inside the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did. I
think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
They'll give it here to Brown. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Base 24.
Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. And some room to work. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A gain of 3, second down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
He's back to throw. He'll buy some time right. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. In for the score. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the fourth. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
3-19!
Back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. You got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
All right, here we go. Blue landing.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Now it's Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything.
My have an all-white rank. Couldn't hit if it had ain't. Lanes can't call and you lame. You had it and you lost a Hall of Shame. I can buy a Billy.